It's Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. And you know what it's time for now? What's up, guys? As always, let's start this off with a good old-fashioned coffee cheers. Boom. Good morning. It's Tuesday. How's everybody doing? What's up, Jay Farley? What's up, Josh? What's up, Bapardo? It says, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day to be alive. And my man, you are correct. Oh, check this out. That probably sounds a little better. I actually had to take this off to grab my laptop, and I forgot to put it back on. So, hey, we're there. What's up, Raven Pros? Been a while. This morning I've been watching the stock market obsessively. The GameStop stock is crashing. The AMC stock is crashing. It's a wild, wild story. I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but a bunch of retail investors are basically at war with hedge funds. And last week they were winning. This week things have seemed to have taken a turn. I would assume that the hedge fund guys, are all extraordinarily intelligent and know how to handle an attack, and they're doing it. So right now it's looking pretty brutal out there. So one of the many reasons I wanted to turn this camera on this morning was just to get my head out of that for 10, 15 minutes. Luckily, I can report my marketing campaigns are doing better today than the stock market, than this squeeze GME thing is. Right now I'm at 18% ROI for the morning, and that may rise or fall, but it's definitely an indicator that I'm way better. I'm no day stock trader, and I'm not in for much, but I'm better at affiliate marketing than day trading, that's for sure. That's how it looks right now. We'll see how it goes. It's a wild ride. If nothing else, it's a great adrenaline rush. But it's Tuesday. Let's see. Today is a big day for me. Luckily, the house that I'm in came with a lawn crew. They come every Tuesday and mow and clean and take out, clean everything. And it's a great, because I feed so many seeds to the squirrels in the backyard that by Tuesday, there is an ocean of squirrel cracked sunflower seeds all over the ground. And one of the great things they do when they come is they just blow the whole patio and blow the whole area, so it gets rid of all of it. The people that lose in that scenario are the birds and the squirrels. They come back and they're like, hey, there's not even a crumb left here? What happened? So we're talking about the GME. They said, yeah, the problem with retail investors is they have weak hands, got scared and sold. Yeah, so the price dropped from like 320, or what was it yesterday? It was like 220. Today it's like 85. I don't know what it is right now, but I'm actually trying not to look at it, but let's see real quick. Oh, it's back up to 120. Interesting. It's starting to rise again. That's good. Oh, wow, what a wild ride. But not much going on this morning. I have a few things I want to get done, and that's really about it. One of the things I was thinking about last night, and you guys let me know what you think. I might do it whether you like it or not, and I might not do it whether you like it or not. I haven't made up my mind, but I kind of want to do, the morning coffee thing as we wake up and try to get some positivity going and just say hi, drink some coffee. That's the whole point of the Morning Coffee Fam. Started on Periscope like 5 years ago. But I'm also thinking of setting up a nighttime stream. And it would be more a different type of energy. Like maybe because it's nighttime and it's dark, maybe get a little more introspective, dark, and tell stories from the past and think about, talk about stuff like that. So in the morning it'd be like, let's get pumped up, and at night it'd be like, I'll be on edibles, and I could explain to you some of the dark times and stories from my life. and you guys could, you know, share yours as well, or we could have people on to talk about that kind of stuff, whatever. I'm just thinking out loud. I almost wasn't, see, here's why I turned the camera on. I almost wasn't going to turn the camera on today. I thought I just won't do it today. I don't really have much going on. I'm watching campaigns, I'm watching the stock market. Then I thought, every time my head says I'm not going to do it today, I'm just going to do it, you know, and it worked. Here I am, we're talking. And do I have any brilliant jewels of life advice or marketing advice to give you this day today? No, just a smile, you know, showing up with a cup of coffee and saying hello. Nighttime would be awesome. No need to force it though, just if you feel like it. Use the morning to focus and give thanks. Use the night to relax and unwind. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Really enjoying your content. Appreciate you, mate. Thanks, Alfie. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Bapardo. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I'm just thinking out loud. I've been thinking about it for a while, though. Just a different way to do it. Because, I mean, people in my actual life ask me, like, why do you turn on a camera and talk to it? And I'll tell you why. Because it's a connection, like it's a big connection. And you guys are the coolest people. Some of you guys are really cool. Coffee cheers, Jen. What's happening? Some of you guys are really cool, and I've made friends, kind of, you know, quote unquote, quote, online friends. Many that I've met in person in Vegas at the conferences, but many I haven't met. But I get pretty cool emails from people and private messages from people all the time. Like last night, I received an email from someone who watches these. Mark, I'll just say, I won't say his last name, but he's been around a long time. And I saw his email and it said something like advice. And then I saw that there was a lot of text, and I was like, oh no, I cringed. And I waited, I was like, this was last night. I said, I'm gonna wait till today to read it. Let me wake up in the morning and I'll read that. And what it was about 15 paragraphs of him giving me advice about cryptocurrency investing. Because I'm, you know, like I said, I bought Bitcoin in 2013, 2014 or something, but it all went away in a bankruptcy, and the exchange disappeared and stole everybody's money. And I got back in the game this past weekend. And because I talked about that on here, he sent me, I don't know how many years he's been doing it, but he sent me every piece of advice that he could, including how to store it, with some tips on how to remain private in case the exchange gets hacked. You know, these things that are ongoing and happening all the time. But it was like 15, 20 paragraphs of advice for me, unrequested. I didn't ask for it. I just showed up, did some videos, and he was like, I just wanted to do this to say thanks. I've had dozens of those. I've had people randomly PayPal bomb me money, and I told them, they emailed me for my PayPal. I said, I don't need it, I don't want it. And they said, let me, so I can feel like I'm giving back. And I was like, okay. I usually turn down money once, but if someone offers me money twice, I usually take it. That comes from my being extraordinarily poor background. If someone said, hey, let me buy you lunch, I go, nah, I'm cool. You know, and they'd go, oh, no, really, man, I don't mind. Like, get something. You have like a, you know, this is back in the day in high school. I'll get you whatever, up to $5. You know, I can get you a burger, fries, and a drink. And I go, no, once. And they go, come on, let me get it for, okay. On that second time, I'll take it. And I did, and it was unexpected, and it wasn't small. I was very surprised. But it's little stuff like that, and receiving payments from people isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the emails I get from someone in the Philippines who says that he watched some videos of mine, and just from the stuff that I was saying, it gave him the concept, the spark of a concept that he could do what he wants to with his life. And he slowly but surely saved up enough money to get out of the Philippines and go to, you know, Europe or wherever he wanted to be. And now he's living in his own apartment. He's, you know, sending money home to his family. He got a job doing whatever he wants, graphic design. And, you know, people will point out the videos that got them started. And man, that's what people need, you know. We do this every morning to get a little spark to start the day. I need a spark. That's why I do push-ups and jumping jacks and handstand push-ups and drink coffee and take caffeine pills and do everything I can, listen to music in the morning to get a spark. And sometimes people need a spark in life. I know I did when I was young. I wish someone, and it took a long time for me to figure it out, that you can really do whatever you want. But when you're a kid and you're told you can only do what your parents did or what your small town dictates or what your economic status dictates, that's all you can do. You kind of need someone to come along and whisper to you and go, hey man, all that stuff they're telling you, that's complete crap. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to grow up. If you want to grow up and do what your parents do, do that. If you don't, choose something else. You want to be a tennis player? Start playing tennis. You can do it. You want to be the greatest freestyle kicker in the world? You can do it. But when you're in a low-income area, the general vibe is you can't. And even the counselors, like at school that I talked to, would say, what do you want to do? Well, I want to sing and be in a rock and roll band. They're like, okay, but what do you really want to do? I'm like, well, that's the only thing I know how to do. Nothing else interests me. And they'd go, well, maybe you should take a trade class, like, shop or car repair or, electrical, whatever, which are actually, some of those are extremely high paying jobs if you do well at it. But for a kid like me, I didn't, math was just a jumble in my head. History was a jumble in my head. Geography was just a puzzle in my head. Like it was all just annoyance. I needed to go to a school, I've talked about this before, like a Montessori school for high school kids. In a Montessori school setup, you kind of get to do what you want. I have a family friend who owned a Montessori school for many years. I was able to work there for a few summers, and they let the kids do whatever they want. You wanted to play the flute all day today and for the next week, fine. You want to sit at the teacher's desk and use the typewriter, fine, or the electric keyboard or whatever they had back then, fine. Those kind of schools are awesome. But in the general, public school, the vibe is basically, if you're broke, take a trade course, maybe go to a community college, maybe, and then get a job at the local factory or whatever. And you kind of need someone to come along at some point and go, yeah, you can do whatever you want. You just have to work really hard. You just have to pick whatever the big goal is and then work every day, week, month, and year of your life as hard as you can, regardless of any natural talent you have, and you can do it. You want to be a doctor, you can do it. It's going to take a long time and a lot of hard work, but you can do it. You want to be a professional guitar player in a band, you can do it. Your income might be $12,000 a year, 20 years into the game, but you can do it. If you want to be a guitar player, you can do that, and here's how. You want to retire early, get a job, put in half of your income into an index fund, and you can retire by 35. You can do that, So if nothing else, I like to show up and be a spark. At my very best, maybe I can help a little bit. At my very worst, maybe I piss a few people off, but that's the way it goes. In the UK, I feel like the education system is a massive sales funnel for university. Yeah, no, that's a great, Alfie, that's a great observation. That's what it is. Public school is a sales funnel to a college university, where you can go and they put you in debt for tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in exchange for getting a job that may or may not pay the bills. I know a lot of people that went to college for many years and they don't work in that industry. But it's true, and it's not something to get down about. Like if I had kids, I don't know if I would homeschool them or put them in a Montessori school or put them in a public school. And a lot of those decisions are made based on how much money you have. Like if you have a lot of money, these private schools are great. But if you don't, you kind of need your kid to go to a public school. But then you're submitting them to the crushing soul removal, individual removal system. So it's a tough one, so don't ask me. That's why I don't have any kids. I don't have these answers. If I had kids, I'd probably move to Oklahoma, buy some land, maybe Texas, buy some land with a fence around it and a house, and we might not ever leave the ranch except to go on trips and to go on adventures. But I try to hold them, keep them as close as possible away from the mess. But who knows? Who really knows? Anyway, that's it. I feel like I've fulfilled my duty. I've rambled on. I hope, if nothing else, this video provides a spark for someone. Maybe it will for me in the future. I'll be Googling, how do I get a spark to feel like I can do something? And I'll find my own video and go, oh, I had the answer 3 years ago. Sacred Beats says, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, Sacred Beats. But maybe this video will provide a spark for someone who's in a situation where there's no spark. They're hearing nothing but your flame will never light. You have no fire. You have no wood. You have no fluid, and you have no gas, and you are cursed to become whatever this general area, this immediate area around you dictates you to become. That's not the truth. Not a friend of mine, but a guy that I knew, and I knew his family as well in high school, in a small town in Ada, Oklahoma, is now one of, if not the biggest country star in the world. And he has been for 10 or 15 years, and he came from a town of about 4,000 people. Anybody can do anything, but boy, is there a lot of work involved. You know, the spark is the motivation that you can do it, but the reality is the hard work is what will dictate the level at which you succeed. I can tell you that from experience. All right, and on that note, this is the end of this Mr. Rogers episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope everybody has a great day. Let's see if I went up or down. Oh, lost 8%. I'm going to go back to looking at numbers and doing my thing. I feel good. I hope you're feeling good. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know who's doing that, but that's pretty cool. I missed the Periscope hearts. Anyway, that's it. Everybody have a great day. Coffee cheers on the way out for you. Keep the faith. And as always, I will see you all in the future.